All right, let's wrap up number 21 with doing letter E. Letter E, again, you need to show work to get full credit for letter E. It's asking, are there any outliers for the applicant data? Explain why or why not. So are any of these points right here outliers? How do we figure that out? Well, if you remember, there's a formula that we learned. Pardon me for having such a bad handwriting on this, yeah? Still trying to get better at it, but the 1.5 times IQR rule. And what is IQR? Well, IQR is the third quartile minus the first quartile. So hopefully you guys recognize this and remember this. All right, so from the information that we got from inputting all of the scores and then going to stat, calculate, right, list one. We know, scrolling down, we know that the third quartile is 605 and the first quartile is 390. So let's put that into our information. Sorry, let me pull it up again. 605 minus 390. Okay, let's just work this out on the calculator and see what this is. So 605 minus 390 and times 1.5. This is equal to 322.5. What does this number mean? What does 322.5 mean? Well, 322.5, what we have to do is we have to add this to our third quartile. And we have to subtract from our first quartile. Right, you guys remember? So let's do this in the calculator. Our third quartile is 605, so 605 plus 322.5 is 927. And then let's just do the first quartile minus 322.5, so 390 minus 322.5. So 67.5. 927.5 and 67.5. Right, 67.5, is that right? 927.5 and 67.5. All right, so what do these two numbers mean? Well, we just figured out using the 1.5 times IQR rule that if you exceed this number, any of your points of your data exceed this number, you are an outlier. Or if you are below this number, 67.5, then you are also an outlier. So going back to our data, is there any numbers here that are below 67.5? And see yourself, no, there aren't. And then you look at this, are there any numbers that are above the 927.5? No, because your max is, if you remember, 770. So are there any outliers for the applicant data? The answer is no, and this is how you explain it. You do it by solving for the 1.5 times IQR rule, finding the two numbers that that they exceed or are below to figure out if they're outliers or not. I think it's really straightforward. There's nothing tricky about this question. Just make sure that you do show this part for letter E. Otherwise, you won't get full credit. All right. If you just say no and don't explain, that is not full credit.